have some slamming and dunking in the world of sports with Ayotunde Balogun.
Many thanks, Melinda. Nigeria's senior women's basketball team, the D Tigers coach, Sam Vincent, says he's looking forward to a successful 2018 after helping the team qualify for the next FIBA Women's World Cup in Spain. The American also led the senior men's team, the D Tigers, to the 2006 FIBA World Championship in Japan and steered the Nigerian ladies to FIBA AfroBasket's success in Mali earlier this year. The FIBA Women's World Cup will hold in September 2018. World number 14, Kevin Anderson, has gotten off to a winning start at the 10th edition of the Mubadala World Tennis Championship earlier today with a straight sets victory over Spain's Pablo Carreño Busta. He didn't face a single break point in the first set, but then claimed the all-important break himself to take a 3-1 lead following a 20-minute delay to fix a faulty net. The second set went the way of serve before one-sided tiebreak saw Anderson close out the match with a fine cross-court passing shot. Awaiting Anderson in the MWTC semi-finals is world number 5, Dominic Thiem. The WBA and IBFO World Heavyweight Champion Anthony Joshua and the WBO World Heavyweight Champion Joseph Parker are now set to have a unification fight in the spring after a deal was reached over how to split the proceeds. Parker was reportedly demanding 40%, with Britain Joshua's promoter Eddie Hearn offering him half of that. But Parker's promoter says a compromise has been reached to earn the New Zealander between 30 to 35%. 28-year-old Joshua is seeking to add Parker's WBO crown to his WBA and IBF titles before a possible meeting with American WBC champion Deontay Wilder. No boxer has held all 4 heavyweight belts simultaneously. And that's a wrap on Sports News. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. The news at 10 continues shortly.
Former international footballer George Weah is on his way to becoming Liberia's next president, having polled over 60 of the 89.1% of the votes so far processed. The runoff presidential elections had the former Ballon d'Or winner pitched against Liberia's vice president Joseph Boakai and the country's first democratic transfer of power in over 70 years. The 51-year-old Weah won the first round of the poll but did not secure the required 50% for an outright victory. We're joining us live from Liberia is an election observer, Mr. Samson Itodo. Now, Mr. Itodo, what can you tell us about the atmosphere right now in Liberia with the collation of the results almost complete?
Thank you very much. Liberians are on the streets jubilating the announcement of the preliminary results of the elections. This evening, when the Electoral Commission commenced the announcement, a lot of supporters of the CDC candidate, George Weah, had trooped to the Electoral Commission and waited for the announcement of the preliminary results. And after the results were announced, supporters trooped out and they were jubilating and dancing and celebrating the victory of their candidate. But it must be underscored that the Electoral Commission has not concluded this process. It's only released preliminary results, although it's processed about 98.1% of results from the polling units. And tomorrow, they will conclude the collation process, and then a declaration will be made. For now, no winner has been declared, but it's obvious that the CDC candidate already pulled about 61.5% of the vote, so he is definitely going to be declared a winner tomorrow.
Any buzz from the other camp, Joseph Boakai?
Well, no official statement yet. Although, as you are aware, the United Nations deployed former President Obasanjo, who I can tell you is currently in Monrovia. And moments ago, about 30 to 40 minutes ago, he met with the vice president. He's also met with George Weah and his deputy, as well as the ECOWAS head of delegation, the former president of Ghana. We've not heard any word from the Unity Party, but we hope that we will get a word from them any moment from now, but no word from the Unity Party yet.
Thank you so much, Mr. Samson Itodo, an election observer who is in Liberia.
Thank you very much.
My father used to tell me, please, my son, invest money. You don't get work, you just show money.
These are the sights and sounds of the 2017 edition of the Calabar Carnival, adjudged to be Africa's biggest street party. Now, flanking the governor, Ben Ayade, on the Carnival Trail are the main competing bands. They're the Bayside, Seagull, Master Blaster, and Pt.4. Several countries are represented as different groups show off their colorful contemporary artistic and cultural costumes. The Calabar Carnival, which started in 2004, has grown in leaps and bounds and is now an international event which everyone the world over looks forward to.
Not with your tag, please take them back. Please. Let us move on, please. Officials, please vote now.
And the main news again. The Senate today summoned the Minister of State for Petroleum, Ibe Kachuku, and the NNPC GMD, Mekantu Ibaru, to explain the lingering fuel supply crisis in the country. And that's the news at 10 tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Melinda Akinwami.